stuff that you could be doing, blah, 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 you know. You know me versus Sheik, right? Yeah. Alright, Battlefield's a good place to start. Though if you can, I'm sure you already know, but stuff that you could be doing. Okay, yeah, let me get that out of the way. Okay. So I'm sure you already know, but FD is where you want to go. Like, either FD or Yoshi's. Generally FD is better because you can juggle them around, do whatever you want, like, and you win neutral there pretty hard. Or if you feel like you're getting out neutraled or whatever, you can go for some cheese on Yoshi's. I mean, you should already know that. Alright. What? Wait, hold on. Okay. So, the first thing you do is you drop straight down. I would recommend, like, what went through your mind when you decided to drop down here? Because if you feel like he's going to be aggressive, you can always run off platform fair to cover whatever he has to do, and you'll outspace his fair, and then you'll also have center stage. So you doing this is kind of useless in this matchup specifically, because you just kind of, it's just really defensive. So you run over and you nair, get hit. Now, you down tilt, you run up. What is this? What is this? Why are you stopping? Don't stop. What are you doing? There's no reason to stop here. And then, okay. I'm sure you didn't mean to do that full hop. I know. The Marth life. Okay, so the reason you got punished here. Wait, hold on. Not right here. Right here. He was already like running off, and then you decided to jump with forward momentum, and also you didn't throw out a fair fast enough. If you throw out a fair like immediately upon jumping, you could have possibly hit him out of it, but at best I'm pretty sure would have traded. Okay, so you get hit. He could have just grabbed you out of that down tilt. That was really badly spaced. You're down tilting a lot. Like, I feel like you're down tilting just to say that you were down tilting. Like, generally a lot of things. Let me lower this a little bit. I'll just shut it off. So generally, a lot of the time you're just down tilting nothing. Like, you're expecting him to come at you 100% of the time, and that's not what's gonna happen. For example, well, obviously we've already gone over this exchange. But, like, you down tilted here. He's up here. Like, he's right here. And with Marth, if you down tilt, you're expecting them to do a grounded approach. Down tilt's definitely not going to hit anything above, like, this area right here. Like, nothing. So, you want to do, like, a fadeaway fair, you want to hold center stage, you want to do, like, a nair in place with maybe some fade back. But down tilt literally just, like, it does nothing. And then you're down tilting a lot, and you're not landing much. Like, you've landed maybe one this entire time. Okay, what? Recovery. So you landed that one, and then you got punished because, yeah. Okay, so you get hit. You get slapped. How can she slap? Okay, if you're all the way down here, you want to sweet spot the ledge, right? You can probably sweet spot if you do a small little tiny jump, but like you jumped and then you let your jump go all the way through and then you up B. Like, you can up B at any point in your jump, but because you did it at like the highest point of your jump, it was really unsafe. Like, if he had down smashed a little bit earlier, you would have just been dead. Alright, so you grab him, what do you do? You can react. Like, you don't have to jump either. So you see him DI this way, right? So he has momentum going that way. There's not a high chance that he does like a weird fade back, But even if he does, you can cover it with like the back arc of your up air. Like, hold on. Let me open up Paint for a second. Alright. So here's where you, well, let me go back a little bit. So you should have been dead there. Okay. Alright. So let's say you were to, you jump this way, right? Like immediately. Now, if you do this immediately and he just jumps this way, you get nothing at all. Because you already have your momentum coming this way and he's hard DIing that way. And yeah, he's gonna be on this platform around this area by the time you can get like a solid up air hit over there since he jumped out. But okay, so he goes that way, right? Let's say he tried drifting back. Now let's say you jumped up here and then he was right around here, right? And you up air, your up air swings like this. And this part would tap him. And you want to keep that hitbox in mind because that's very helpful for covering DI that you feel like, you know, maybe there's a small possibility that they do it. They probably won't, like 95% chance they won't, but that tiny chance, sure, that works. But you want to keep that in mind. So you jump here, yeah, see he jumped and you got nothing. Okay, so you nared, it was, okay, so when you nared here, I mean, I can kind of understand why. I guess you're expecting the shield drop fair, but you did like a full, or you did like you jumped and you didn't fast fall it. And because you didn't fast fall it, he got a little extra momentum and then he ended up reaching the ground and then you're facing backwards for some reason. You're dead. Yep, that's what happens when you don't sweet spot. You gotta go all the way down and go up. Alright, see, like, what? Hold on. Okay. I want you to tell me what went through your mind here. What is this? Wow. He's actually all the way over here. He's behind you, like, directly, like, straight up and down behind you, and you're down tilting over here. That's what I mean by you're just trying to, like, you're down tilting to say that you down tilted because you saw online that down tilting was the key to winning this matchup. And while it is, you have to understand when and why to use it, right? If they're above you, if they're in the air, you do not want to use a down tilt, right? Now, let's say you're playing your game out, you know, you're down tilting, and your down tilt is there to force them to do an aerial approach. You want, like, your down tilt is be like, yo, get off the ground, this is my ground, homie, right? And then they're like, okay, I'm sorry, man, my bad. And then they jump, and then you're like, wait, what are you doing in the air, man? That's my air too. So you jump up, and then you hit them with like a nair or a fair, and then they're just questioning life, right? But the reason why down tilt is so strong in this matchup is because she gets a ton off of a grab. So you forcing her into the air for one fair hit is a lot better than getting grabbed, down thrown, forward tilt fair, or whatever Sheik wants to do to your body, because she has a pretty good combo game on Marth. But that is why down tilt is good, but that doesn't mean you just use it to use it. You have to know why and when and how you're using it. You have to, like, think about it. You gotta be like, is he really grabbing me a lot, or is he just not really getting much off the ground, right? Well, if he's not getting much off the ground, then maybe you want to go for a little more grabs, right? Because, you know, he's not going for his hardest punish option, and one of your hardest punishes is a grab. And then an up throw, and then you follow DI, you know, you up air, juggle him around, and do stuff like that. But this was questionable. And then he rolled, but a decent Sheik would have just kind of faired you, and then fast fell it, L cancel, grabbed you, down throw, fair, like the slaps. You would have gotten slapped. Okay, so See, this was an example of like a decent fair. You just have to learn how to control aerial momentum, right? So you jumped, right? This was good. You didn't throw anything out until you saw him move forward, and that was good. That's pretty good. And then you got down tilt. That full hop was very, very questionable. I'm not sure what you were trying to go with that. What you could have done instead. Like, we'll go back. So instead of full hopping here, you could have stayed down here, and you could have seen what he did because now he's cornered. He's right here. So what's he gonna do? There's not much. He can't dash dance. He can't do much. He has to either jump or like try to get past you. And then you could down tilt right here, and then you have to force him to jump, and then you could do like a short hop nair, a short hop fair, and you would have gotten the same thing that you're trying to get, except you wouldn't be in a position like this where you just are now giving up stage position, getting hit. How can she slap? See, that was a good example of like kind of what you were doing, but you started getting a little too impatient, right? So after this part, right here, starting from here, you had a good sequence, right? You're like, oh, you down tilted, which is what I just mentioned, right? By the way, this is my first time watching this set, so I have no idea like what happens. So you down tilted because you're like, yeah, get off the ground, homie, and then you made him jump, and then you threw out a fair, and then because you like, hold on, let me go back just 1 second. Oh my gosh, I am. So you threw out a fair, but you threw it out too early, and you didn't fastball it, so you just missed. And now he had middle stage for a second, which you don't want to give up, but I guess it worked out. Now that should have been a full hop up air. This is just like, this is what I do, and I'm just like trying to pray. I'm just like, please, just run into it. Just run into it. No, don't do that. Just use it down tilt instead. Down tilt's much safer. Okay, that was like the most random F smashes. Grab ledge. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so I'm not sure if you know how to punish Sheik, right? You should have already been on the ledge here, or at least facing the left, and then wave that. Fast fall this, right? Hold on. Up tilt, up tilt. Yeah. F smash. Okay, right here. You already have the wave dash momentum. Hold down. And this part won't happen. You'll just immediately grab the ledge. And this would have saved you frames. And then you could have... There's no point in rolling up here at all. Like, do something off the ledge. Generally what I'll do is I'll do either a weak hit down air, and it'll plop them up, and then you could like forward tilt or F smash them, or chase them off with a fair, or you literally do whatever you want, just push them back off the stage. Or you could jump up, wave dash down, grab, down throw, and then they're back off stage, and then you can down tilt or, you know, threaten something. Roll got you nothing, and now he's back on the stage. So yeah, grab ledge. Okay. Okay, so during invincibility, shield's not gonna save you. Versus better players, generally what will happen is you get invincibility or the other player gets invincibility, and you basically tell yourself like, okay, look, they're invincible right now, I'm gonna give you center stage, which is this part, which is very, very important to hold, by the way, because if you hold this area, they're very limited in everything they want to do. You're like, I'll give you center stage, I'll give you whatever you want, just don't touch me. So you start running away, right? You don't want to like run around shielding. That's kind of too far back. But you don't want to run around shielding because they just grab you, and then you basically you're trying to fight for center stage while they're invincible, and that's not gonna be good. How can she slap? Oh, he missed. He got lucky. Do you know how to shield drop? You don't know how to shield drop. But I guess he's expecting it, so I guess it's okay. Learn how to shield drop, please. for all the boys back home. See what happened? Like, you had invincibility, and then he got out over here. He's like, yo, he might not know this because, I mean, he's not like the greatest player or anything, but he was like, yo, take center stage. I'm gonna sit over here. You do whatever. So you had center stage if you didn't notice. Watch what happens. Like, right, he jumps away. You have center stage, and then you see him move upwards, and instead of drifting back, you did a short hop up air, and then you ran away. Which I guess it's okay here. Just because he's the low percent. If he was high percent, I would say you could challenge anything he has to throw up here. But because I think you dashed back before this, he had enough time to throw out a back air, which it was good to run away from that. That was a weird spot dodge. He was like across the stage. Okay, so that was weird. F smash, don't do that. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't do that ever again. I never want to see it in my life. Okay, so you forward through, you ran up, and then you down tilted. Okay, when you forward throw someone, generally you will down tilt afterwards if you feel like they're gonna hard DI out, and it might tap them, just maybe. I never use that option when they like at this percent. If I forward throw someone and they're at the percent to get knocked down, I will down tilt them because you're forcing them to pick a tech option, and usually you'll know where they're gonna go. Like, you're covering one option preemptively, and you're like, if you roll away, I can chase you. If you roll behind me, I can chase you. There's not much you can do. If you tech in place, you get tapped, right? So down tilt will cover tech in place, and then you have roll away and roll behind you to cover. But this was just you wave dash into him point blank, and you're just like, yo, I'm gonna poke those legs though, and you're just like, psh. If he just shielded, he just could have grabbed you, and you've just been dead. Well, I mean, obviously not dead, but like you would have gotten some heavy damage. Don't do that. Versus like the very good players, they will, after you forward throw them at 0, they will buffer spot dodge, which is, you hold shield and then you hold down on your C stick and you'll spot dodge immediately, like the first frame you can, or they'll buffer a roll and you won't be able to get another grab. But if you do catch them off guard with it, you can do, there's a combo that you can do to Sheik. It's like you forward throw, and then you re-grab, and then you pummel once, and then up throw, and then up tilt's usually guaranteed, depending on, I can't remember, I think it might be poor priority, something like that. But it's generally guaranteed if you do the pummel after your forward throw, and then you up throw them. That should put them around 12%, which is 12 to 13, I believe. I think it's anywhere from 11 to 13, actually, that you can up tilt them. But then those percents depend on port. Something along those lines, something like that, I don't know. Okay, good in air. You didn't fast fall your fair, so it didn't hit. Random dare. It's probably a wave dash down tilt that you messed up. See, you're standing still way too much. So if you're in the standing animation, you're probably doing something wrong. Like, you gotta be moving. Unless you're purposefully waiting for something. Alright, so right here. This. What is this? Okay, so down tilt. Let me double check this actually. I need to make sure I know the... I can't remember the correct frames. I can't. I don't care. Anyways. So, let me double check one thing real quick. Frame. Down tilt. Yeah, okay. So, down tilt is 49 frames, and you waited that. That's almost 1 full second. You almost waited 1 full second to throw out your down tilt, right? Now you might be looking at better players, you might be like, why can you throw out your down tilt and move so quick? Right? Well, that's because this has an IASA frame, or like IASA frames, which is interruptible as soon as frames. So despite your hip or like the full down tilt lasting 49 frames, you can move after the 20th frame. So after 20 frames, you could wave dash out, you can dash, you could literally do whatever you want after 20 frames. You don't have to wait the full 49 frames. But what you did here, you did wait the full 49 frames. And you don't want to do that. See, like right there, you actually dashed out of it. But the first one you did, you let it go all the way through. You want to put yourself in a position where you can sweet spot the ledge, and then after you double jump, if you see them jump onto the ledge, then you want to be able to up B right here. So you want to like try to make sure you know exactly where Marth's up B is going to go, and then react accordingly. Okay, he just kind of fell into the blast zone. See, that was a good fair. That was like a fadeaway fair. Okay, up tilt. Yeah. You could have done so much more. You could have done so much more. So you get in there, right? Up air. You missed the second one. That's okay, I guess. So you get a fair. You could have gotten another fair here if you did like short hop fair and you were quick enough with your fingers. Which, I mean, that comes with practice, but you will be that fast eventually. And you would have gotten that, and then this wouldn't have happened. So you get slapped. That was prey. I don't know. Stop F smashing like that. It's not a down tilt or like literally anything else would be better. Now that was a good F smash. That was what I call a Zook F smash, if you will. And you're probably gonna die. Or not. Okay. See, he knows you're in the corner, so he just like slowly walked up. And he's just like, well, Marth's not gonna do anything here. Oh? Oh? Nah. Yeah. Okay. See, that's just praying. Boosh. I'm gonna assume you know how to smash EI, but if you, do I want to assume that? If you smash the stick within the notches, I wish I could show you right now, but I can't. But if you smash the stick within the notches, then you can get one smash EI input every time you go in between the notches, or you go from like one notch to the other, and that's like a smash EI input, right? If Sheik F tilts you and you smash EI outwards, then the slap that comes afterwards generally is very hard to land. So you want to keep that in mind. You can smash EI outwards and you will be much safer. Okay, so again, you just drop immediately straight down. It's not. You want to get that middle control, man. It's so helpful, and you don't down tilt that close. Like you either want to get a grab, you want to start dash dancing, get to a platform. You want to get somewhere safe. This matchup generally is whoever is above the other player is losing. So keep that in mind. So you're dash dancing around, yeah. See, I feel like okay, when you down tilt, you're saying, oh, he's gonna run up and try to grab me. And that, I feel like I haven't seen that one time this set at all. I feel like all I've seen is just dash attack or just jump fair from him. Dash attack, you just crouch cancel and you can literally do whatever you want. If he's high percent, you can up B and he'll die. If he's low percent, just grab him. Just literally anything you want to do. But that's specifically for dash attack. I can't remember what I was saying. I'm so tired. Oh yeah, that's right. Down tilt. He hasn't like run up and grabbed you at all. So it's just like you're using down tilt so much to control space, but being realistic, there's like a 95% chance he's just going into the air anyways. Okay, here you were getting a little too antsy. Okay, so you get him off the stage. You nared. After seeing him like hard DI down and away, which I don't know if that's ever gonna land, but you don't want to be right here. You want to be like back here. You want to be like, yo, I know you have an invincible ledge dash. I'm gonna respect it, and I'm just gonna make you feel cornered forever. And I'm just gonna force you back off the stage. So you went for like a read right after with your down tilt, and he's gonna have ledge invincibility, so it's not gonna get anything. And then again, you down tilt, but he's on a platform, or he's just gonna jump into the air. He doesn't really grab much. Yeah, he down smashed. You jumped into it. Okay, so back up here. There you go. That's good too. Just don't assume that they're just gonna get up like this every time though. A better Sheik will like mix it up. Use your fairs, dude. I haven't seen you throw out many fairs unless you're like trying to tech chase on a platform. Just fade them away. Short hop fair, fade away. Also, this is weird. You could up B and he'll just be dead at this percent. So he's in the air, yeah. He's gonna try to jump fair you. Oh, called it out though. Yo. See, I know, because he's constantly just in the air. He's not really doing much on the ground that warrants like heavy ground control. Now, I'm not saying like don't use down tilt, but like you're using it a lot for someone who's in the air consistently against you. Also, don't waste your double jump like that. Okay, so you're dash dancing. Okay, so dash dancing works because you're running at them and you're like, I want you to respect my options, right? Maybe, you know, I'm like, if I dash towards you, like if I dash towards you, Zook dashes towards you, you're probably like, well, I'm about to get hit, or you know, something's gonna happen to me and I'm gonna die. But you're only thinking that way because over the course of the set, when I dash dance, I don't just like run around in circles. I don't just constantly dash dance and do nothing. I will actually use my dash dance to like bait something out. Sometimes I'll just go in and you'll be like, why would you go in there? And like I use my options out of my dash dance, and that's what makes a dash dance powerful. But the majority of this game, when you dash dance, you're just looking for a whiffed grab. And because of that, when he sees you dash dancing, he's just like, well, I'll just run up and grab you instead. Because he knows for a fact you're not going to try to fair out of it. You're not going to try to down tilt out of it. You're not going to try to do anything out of it. You're just waiting for him to do something. And that makes your dash dance a lot less powerful. Because there's not much to fear. He's just like, well, you're not going to do much, so whatever. Slap! So you can smash the eye all of those. And you get down smashed. Yeah, you upbeat way too early. Way too early. And you're dead. You got 4 stocked. True pain. Alright, well. Yeah. Just, you need to go into like a game and just practice movement. Not a game versus someone. Like, plug in 2 controllers and just practice your movement. Make sure you can control your character. You're doing a lot of full hops when I'm pretty sure you're not trying to do a lot of full hops. You're doing a lot of just random like small errors in your movement. And yeah, go work on that. And then also work on sweet spotting the ledge with your up B. Especially out of like side Bs and your double jumps. Like you want to know like exactly how much leverage you can get by holding off on your recovery options. Oh, that's another thing I want to say too. I'm just going to go to a random point here. I'm going to see if I can get you off the stage. That doesn't involve... Okay, right here. Slap. No? No slap? And... slap. Eventually. It'll happen eventually. Boosh! Okay, so here... I guess that works, actually. Let me see if I can find a different... How'd you die the first time? Okay. So you don't want to side B immediately right here. Well, actually, no, it doesn't really matter. So you won't see it much in this matchup specifically, but a lot of things I see Marth from Memphis do that is not good is if you get blown up to like the upper right, like let me see if I can get it on screen. So if you're where Sheik is right now, you don't want to use your side B or your double jump. You just want a fair to get out of the tumble or use what's it called? If you input like one dash dance input, then you'll get out of tumble. But I would recommend just using fair because, I mean, it's fast and you're not in a position to get hit from all the way over here. So you get out of tumble. You don't want to use side B or your double jump until you get to around this area. Because then that's when you're like, okay, if they're on the ledge, I can drop all the way down while they're on the ledge. I can side B, and then they can do like they could try to ledge stall, and I can up B early. They have to get up eventually, or else they get hit by my up B because I have double jump still, and having both of your recovery options, like side B and your double jump, below the stage, there's not much they can do. Because they hold the ledge, they get hit with up B. Like, it's so strong to just hold your recovery until you absolutely need it. But that's only in specific circumstances like this. You seem to have okay recovery, like disregarding sweet spots and stuff like that. But in situations like this, just make sure to hold on to your recovery. I didn't see you do it, like, be in this position much at any point in the game. But like keep it in mind for future, because I see a lot of like early Marths fall into the trap of, oh, I'm all the way over here, I gotta side B now, and then that's just one recovery option gone, and then they get near over here, and then they double jump, and then they get slapped, or they get hit with something, and then they're just guaranteed dead because of that. Anyways, good luck, man.